Let's turn our attention to the Rwanda Bill, shall we? The troubled bill back in the Commons today as Parliament resumes after the Easter break. MPs are set to consider amendments today from the House of Lords.
Now, this comes after Victoria Atkins, the Health Secretary, suggested the Home Office was ready to go in implementing the scheme and flights could take off, her words, within weeks.
Well, let's get the thoughts of political correspondent Katherine Forster. I mean, I hate to say it, but we've heard it all before, haven't we, Katherine?
Yes, good morning, Eamon and Isabel. Well, we have heard it all before, and it was 2 years ago yesterday that the then Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, first announced this scheme. They could never have imagined that 2 years on, not a single migrant would have been sent to Rwanda. But that may be about to change in the coming weeks. The government is hopeful of getting people on flights at long last by early June. Now, Parliament is back from recess today. They've been off for well over 2.5 weeks. There will be votes today this evening in the House of Commons on the amendments that the Lords put forward. I imagine the government will attempt to ditch all of those. It will then go back to the House of Lords for them to consider tomorrow. It's likely that at some point this week, the Lords will basically drop its opposition because ultimately it is a revising chamber, but it is not there to block government legislation. So the government is hopeful of this bill getting royal assent soon, and then obviously bits to sort out, but thinking they can get people on flights. One sticking point I should mention, apart from the fact that there could well be further legal challenges, is they don't seem to have yet worked out exactly what airline or what planes are going to take these people to Rwanda, because a number of commercial airlines have said no, thank you very much. They don't really want to be associated with it. They think it's not good for their reputation, including Rwandan airlines themselves. I think it's quite likely that the RAF may be prevailed upon. So we don't know yet how they're going to get there. But the government, yes, hopeful that this very, very long saga will finally result in people to Rwanda soon. Of course, the number's likely to be quite low in the beginning. One other point, the Times reporting today, the government is looking very seriously at 4 other countries they'd like to potentially send channel migrants to. Those are Armenia, Ivory Coast, Costa Rica and Botswana. Negotiations with those countries have currently stalled until they see the Rwandan scheme up and running, but that's something that might be revisited.